Hey everybody, it's Michelle Capers here and welcome back to my channel 80/20 Eat to Live. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing where does this 80/20 come from and what does that look like in regards to your food plate. So you all, when it comes down to eating, you have to be careful of what you put in your body, and you have to be careful of the portions that you put in your body. So this is where the 80/20 comes in. Your plate should have 20% protein and 80% fruits and vegetables. And I've even broken it down a little bit, even smaller than that. What I want you to do is have 20% meat on your plate and about 70% heavy on the vegetables, and then 10% fruit if all possible. If not, you can mix and match, half and half, whatever, on your vegetables. Sometimes you eat more vegetables and you don't have a fruit at all. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as it's only 20%, your plate is 20% meat, and that you have the 80% in your fruits and vegetables. And what that looks like, I'll have a couple of pictures that are, that'll be coming up either beside me or an overlay of what those plates look like. That's why you want to get your scale and measure your stuff out before you even start to cooking. Measure everything out in the raw, so if you have your meat, you want to measure that out first. Your meat should not be no more than 3 to 4 ounces. Protein, I will do another video on all the lean proteins that are acceptable, and what are the ones that's not acceptable. And one thing off the bat, if you all are just ready to just start a little bit, and you all have to know too, I want you all to know that I know, this channel is just starting off and you're getting information little bit by little bit, but you can start from where you are. If you just change one plate per day, if you just start increasing your water intake, if you just start exercising, just do something. And then sometimes that's better to do a little bit at a time than to just try to dive in and do everything all at once. You want to try to stay away from packaged like sausage and hot dogs and things like that. Sometimes I have gotten this beef summer roll. I get it from Walmart, and it's probably about yay long, and I cut it in slices, and I really didn't realize it at first when I first started, and it didn't affect me that much, but I don't eat it all the time. So you all, even with the sausage, if you get yourself some sausage or some bratwurst and you want to saute that with some peppers, don't do that all the time. Make that maybe once a week, your one of your plates. Don't do it every day because of the salt intake that it has in those. Anything that's packaged, they have to package it a certain way in order to preserve that particular item. So, but on those days where I'm really not that hungry, some meals that I would do is I will cut up about 7 slices, little thin slices of the summer roll, and I would put it in the microwave for about just 20 seconds, or either I will saute it, just depending on my time. Just saute it a little bit. You don't even have to add any olive oil or anything like that, because it creates its own oils. And I will get a fruit, add a fruit with that, because that meat already has the fat. So you got your protein and your fat in the meat, and then I will add my carb to that. When I just, it's probably like a handful, 10 or 20 grapes, I will add to that. So that will be a meal for me. I have been doing it long enough to know exactly what my body needs and what it doesn't need. And one thing that I can say, that I want to say, put a plug in, you don't borrow calories. So in other words, if you only ate 200 calories for lunch, and therefore you have 200 calories less, because people feel like, okay, you can eat between 200 to 400 calories. If you don't eat all of your calories at lunch, then you can roll over your calories for your midday or for your dinner. No, you can't do that. So if you don't eat all of your calories in that one meal, make sure that you are eating all of your macronutrients. So that brings me to another point. What are macronutrients? Macronutrients is your protein, your carbs, and your fat. And when I say carbs, I mean your good carbs, your vegetables and your fruit. And I will also do another video on all the good proteins, all the good carbs and all the good fats. So we're going to get, into all of that. I'm just trying to make these videos not so long so that they're bite-sized so you all can understand them. Go back to them and refer to them whenever you need to, and you don't have to go through 45 minutes to an hour of, information. So again, 80-20, 20% protein, 80% fruits and vegetables. And what that consists of is all your macronutrients, and macronutrients is your protein, your carbs, and your fat. Each meal that you eat has to consist of those three items because that's what your body needs. That is what's going to help you not be hungry. That's what's going to help you not be on edge. You're going to feel like the cravings, but don't mistake cravings for being hungry. That's two different things, but it might feel the same way because you are not hungry when you eat when you're supposed to eat and when you eat the right way. What you're feeling is your body is just wanting what it's used to having, which is, some type of fat, some type of bread, some type of, salt or something like that. So just keep that in mind. And now I want to talk to you all about how often do you need to eat. So every day you need to wait when you wake up between the first 2 hours. I want you to go ahead and eat your first meal because what this does is it boosts up that metabolism. It gets your metabolism going for the day. So within the first 2 hours, you need to have your first meal. Then after that, every 3 to 4 hours, you need to be eating again to include 4 meals a day. 4 meals a day and 4 meals only. We do not snack. Nothing in between those meals. Those meals will keep you by the time you eat. And trust me, you all, it's going to be the 3rd or the 4th hour when it's time for you to eat again. Sometimes, you all, I'm telling you, because when you get your body in this system and get your body in this rhythm, sometimes you are going to feel like you don't want to eat. You're just going to feel stuffed because you're also incorporating working out. So you're going to be burning off a lot of that food, or at least one of those meals. You're going to be burning that off because you're going to be working out 5 days a week, at least 5 days a week. And you want to be burning between 200 to 400 calories when you work out as well. So you see how this is making sense? 200 to 400 calories you're eating. And in each session that you work out, you want to be burning 200 to 400 calories. So that workout that you do per day is going to burn one of those meals that you have eaten, if not 2 of those meals, which is going to expedite your weight loss. The 80-20 rule, what that looks like, what your plate looks like, 20% protein, 80% fruits and vegetables. What is macronutrients? Macronutrients are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Why is that important? Because this is what your body needs per meal that you eat. Also, you know when to eat. Between 1 to 2 hours once you get up in the morning. Now, if you looked at one of my other videos and I talked about weighing yourself and taking your blood pressure, when you get up in the morning, the first thing that you want to do is use the bathroom, rid yourself of any toxins or waste, right? Then you're going to you're going to weigh yourself. You're going to document all of this in your MyFitnessPal. Then you're going to take your blood pressure. Once you do that, what I want you to do is drink 16 ounces of water. Get it down as quick as you possibly can. If you can't do it all right then, before you eat, I want you to get drink that 16 ounces. Then you're going to, when you're eating, then try to drink another 16 ounces when you eat your breakfast. So then at that rate, you're going to already have about 4 cups of water down before it's even lunchtime. So I'm going to talk to you in another video about how much water you need to drink per day and how to break that down and what that looks like as well. So you all, I'm teaching you how to pace yourself with these things. And it seems like it's a lot. Again, it seems like it's overwhelming. And I'm sure, it's going to be nothing for you all. You all going to get in there, hit it, and you're going to see the results immediately. It does not take long. It's going to be a little challenging the first week or even 2, especially when you're coming off of not eating any your sweets and your carbs and your sugars and caffeine. The only thing that I want you all to drink from this day moving forward is your good old refreshing water. That's it. Nothing else. Not now. Now, in about a couple of weeks, maybe even a month from now, if you feel like it, then you can start incorporating some green tea and black coffee. No sugars, no creams, none of that stuff. And you all, for years, I was drinking black coffee. It's an acquired taste. Black coffee, there's a lot of health benefits in black coffee. So, but for right now, I want you just to focus on water and your water intake and make sure you're drinking the right amount of water. So I hope you all are learning something so far. This is important. You can start this right now, even if you have not done the detox, even if you choose not to do the detox. Go ahead and start getting your body accustomed to eating 4 times a day and eating the way that I'm talking about eating. I don't want you all to start eyeing your food until you get to a point that you know what a plate should look like. But at first, this is why we want you all to start weighing your food so you can know what it looks like. Because if you're not trained to know what a plate looks like and what's too much and what's not enough, so you can eat the right thing, but you can eat too much of the right thing and it's still going to cause you to not lose weight. So be careful on that. Get a scale and make sure that you're logging everything into your MyFitnessPal. I also will have a video on what that looks like and how you need to go in there and search for your food, adjust your grams according to what you weighed what the weight of your food is in the grams or the ounces or however you weighed it, and then input that in the app and it's going to automatically calculate what the calories is, so you'll know and you'll be on point. Also, don't forget to add your oils that you're using, the olive oils that you're using to fry your, scramble your eggs or to saute your vegetables or your meat. You want to measure that out and add that to the app as well, so you can be as precise as possible as how many calories you are consuming per meal. My channel is 80/20. Eat to live, because that's what we're doing. We're eating the right way, so we're eating to live. We're not living to eat. We're eating and giving our bodies what it needs to sustain us, to make sure that we're at the healthiest weight possible for ourselves. My healthy weight may be something different from your healthy weight, but this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to be the best us as we can be, the better us. We're not trying to compete with anybody else, but we're trying to take care of this temple, right? So here's another little meal, like I was showing you, telling you about the summer roll, the sausage and the grapes. One thing that I do to get my macronutrients in, I will eat an apple and I will eat a piece of cheese. Cheese, you all, is considered protein and fat unless the cheese is fat-free. So your cheese will give you the protein and the fat, and then your apple is your carb. So when you have those moments where, or if you're on the go, or even if you're working, these are some things that I'm going to start showing y'all, some little quick meals that you can do. But for the most part, 200 to 400 calories is where we want your meals to be. So again, you all, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't want you to miss any of the videos that I am putting out, so you can be well aware and what you need to do to adjust yourself to get yourself to where you want to be as far as your health wise and your weight. So with that being said, you know that the Lord wants us to prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. So I'll see you all in the next video.